Vaheguru Ji, Sat Sri Akal to everyone, and we are at our fifth episode of the Untold Story. At the end of the last episode 5, there was this discussion between Mata Ganga and all the Sikhs who had gathered asking for her advice because of the invitation that had come from Delhi. Wazir Khan and Kind Beg were waiting for an answer, and you heard what Mataji had to say. My husband went to Lahore, he never came back, and now you want to send my son to Delhi. So, interestingly enough, Guru Har Gobind himself intervened in this, and he said, I think it is best that I go to Delhi. Jani Jan Maharaj ji, आप फैसला कर लिया भी मैनू जाना चाहिए, उचित है. So off to Delhi. Arriving at Delhi, first few days are spent getting to know Jahangir, or rather Jahangir is trying to get to know Guru Har Gobind. A lot of exchange. He's asking about your religion. What is your interpretation about the creation, Khalaq, and your understanding of life and afterlife, and all these type of questions are being asked, and Guru Maharaj is explaining all these things. Jahangir is very impressed. As a matter of fact, he is very taken by the answers that Guru Maharaj is providing, and kind of a friendship starts to develop between Jahangir and Guru Har Gobind Sahib. As all of you will know, they even went hunting and everything together. Now, Guru Har Gobind has managed to put the past behind him. Whatever happened to his father Guru Arjan Dev Ji under Jahangir's emperorship. So this is going on. So now Jahangir has to make a trip to Agra. And here is where things start to get interesting again. He has to make this trip to Agra. He goes off to Agra and falls ill. Very, very ill. बहुत सख्त बीमार हो जाते हैं. And unable to find a solution, a cure, he is inclined to think of bringing in an astrologer. Now, these Jyotishis and all that, as you know, this is India, yaar. So, without Jyotishi, people don't even have their breakfast. So, the astrologer is called in, and Jahangir is asking him, can you explain to me why I am going through this? And the astrologer says, give me one night. I want to go home and look at all my charts. I'm going to put all my charts out and I'm going to go through. I'm going to look at what is this combination of stars and planets and whatever, and come back with an answer for you. And guess who jumps in to the quick? Chandu is never far away. This name Chandu, never far away. He spotted the opportunity immediately, went to the astrologer, offered him a huge bribe so that the man cannot say no. He offered him a huge bribe and told him what to say to the emperor. So this is what he is going to say to the emperor. तेरे उत्ते बहुत ग्रह है, तेरे उत्ते शाप है. There is a curse above you. There is a huge dark curse upon you, and this curse has been here for the last 6 years since whatever happened to Guru Arjan, to that holy man, to that Mahatma, under your rule, and you have been cursed by that event, by that incident, and this is going to continue for another 2.5 years. Look at the story. देखो, ते जहांगीर नू पूरा डरा देता. When the astrologer goes the next day and tells him there is this curse, 6 years it has been there, तेनू कुछ भी हो सकता है, किसी वक्त कुछ भी हो सकता है. ਤੇ ਡਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਡਰਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਹੋਰ ਡਰ ਗਿਆ, ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਭਾਏ ਕੀ ਹੈ, what is the solution to this? And this is what Chandu had trained the astrologer to say to Jahangir, what you need to do to get rid of this curse is you need to find a Mahatma, a real solid Mahatma, and you need to keep that Mahatma in the Gwalior fort. Gwalior ਦੇ ਕਿਲੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ for the whole duration. ਅਜੇ 2.5 ਸਾਲ ਬਾਕੀ ਹੈ, another 2.5 years to go. You need to, Chandu was basically trying to get back at Guru Hargobind. He thought he was going to fix him up for all the things that, all the refusals and all the embarrassment that Guru Hargobind had caused him. He wanted to get his back. So he wanted to put him inside there for another 2.5 years. Jahangir bought the whole story, hook, line and sinker. He goes to Guru Hargobind, explains the problem to him, and surprise of all surprises, Guru Hargobind immediately agreed. I will go. मैं जानू तैयार हूँ. जानी जान मालिक है. We do not know what was Guru Maharaj's considerations, but history tells us that at the end of that, it wasn't imprisonment. I must be very clear. It was a kind of royal house arrest. Guru Maharaj had full facilities. He lived like a lord there. He was properly taken care of. It was not an imprisonment. It was a confinement where the astrologer had convinced him, you must keep a holy man here, ਉਹਦੀ दिन रात सेवा करनी है, एक सब कुछ करना है, and that man must pray for your release. So that was the story that had been created. So Guru Maharaj Ji, as I was mentioning to you, at the end of it, we all know 52 ਰਾਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਮੁਕਤੀ ਦਿਲਾਉਣੀ ਸੀਗੀ. And there must be other considerations as well, which we were not going to, since we do not know. We do not know what Guru Maharaj Ji ਮੰਨਦੇ ਚ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੀ. Maharaj Ji ਉਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੰਨ ਗਏ. The Sikhs were with Guru Maharaj Ji protested. He said, no, ਚਲੋ. 5 ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਗਵਾਲੀਅਰ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ. There he stays. Now let's talk about the Gwalior part of it. The Gwalior part was like this. The Raje, at any one time, there would have been X number of Raje there. At the end, we know there were 52 because ਉਹ 52 ਕਲੀਆਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੋਲਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਛੁਟਕਾਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ. So at that time of the release, there were 52, but at any one time, you see, what was Gwalior? Gwalior was a place where the emperor would keep all these Rajas as hostages. They were hostages. Every time he captured a territory, he would capture the Raja and bring that guy and put him in Gwalior. If any of the people in the captured territory made a nuisance of themselves, he would put the Raja to death. So the Rajas became the hostages, so that nobody can create any mischief in the captured territories. So this was what the game was, and that's why anytime the Raja paid the hostage, the ransom money or whatever, they will release. Or give any assurance that there will be no trouble, they will release. Otherwise, that person stays in there. So that was what. Now these Rajas were very, very badly treated, obviously. But with the coming of Guru Maharaj Ji, first thing he instructed, ਸਾਰੇ ਰਾਜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਸਤਰ ਹੈ, they must be issued new royal robes. All these dirty clothes have to be removed. Their meals have to be royal meals. They must eat proper food. They have to be treated with dignity. Agreed. So whatever Guru Maharaj Ji ordered, वो ਰਾਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੌਜ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਉੱਥੇ. As I told you, Guru Maharaj Ji, his word counted. He was not a prisoner. He was in confinement in Gwalior. So ਉੱਥੇ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਹੋਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਏ. The Raje became enamored with Sikhi. Sikhi ਨਾਲ ਪੜਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਏ. And this went on. Gwalior ਕਿਲੇ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਰੋਗਾ ਸੀਗਾ, the governor, of the fort. His name was Haridas. Now guess who is going to, you will never guess, 1,000 guesses. You will never guess who goes to him now. Oh, he Chandu. Chandu now goes to Haridas. Haridas is a Sikh of Guru also. ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਸਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਵਜ਼ੀਰ ਖਾਨ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਚੁੱਕਾ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਡਿੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ। ਬਟ ਚੰਦੂ ਡਜ਼ਨਟ ਨੋ। ਚੰਦੂ ਗੋਜ਼ ਟੂ ਹਿਮ ਐਂਡ ਸੇਜ਼, I will give you a lifetime pension of 5,000 rupees every year. 5,000 rupees was a ton of money in those days, I can imagine. I'll give you a lifetime pension, 5,000 rupees for every year of your life. If only you can find a way how to do away with Guru Hargobind. Finish him off. This letter was written and was given to Haridas, the Daroga. ਜਦੋਂ ਹਰੀਦਾਸ ਨੇ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਦੇਖੀ, he took it straight to ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਮਾਲਿਕ, ਆ ਹੈ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਚੰਦੂ ਦੀ ਆਈ। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ reads it and he laughs. So his first attempt, Chandu's first attempt failed. Then what does he do? After some time, he gets another idea. He gets a robe, a royal robe made, and he gets it poisoned. You know, in those days, there are thousands of ways how to poison people. This poison business and this went on, as you may have watched all these documentaries on Netflix and all that. You know, whether it's Roman Empire, whether it's Genghis Khan, whether it's China, whether it's wherever, Europe. Poison was always, whether it is Socrates, whether it is whoever, poison was always employed to get rid of anybody who was an obstacle in your way. So this man gets a chola made, it's poisonous. If you put it on, you will die within a short time. Organs will start to fail, whether it is cyanide, whether it's whatever, we do not know today, but the arsenic, all these things. So these things were employed in those days. So the thing was laced. It was laced. So he takes this chola and he goes and gives it to Haridas and says, I will make you so wealthy you cannot imagine. If you can just present this to him and say, this is from the emperor. देखो चलाकियां उस आदमी दियां, restless mind, just bringing his own downfall nearer. Anyway, this continued. Then again Haridas takes the chola and puts it in the charan of Guru Hargobind. That scheme also failed. Eventually this went on for about 2 years. After about 2 years, Wazir Khan and Kind Beg, they decided it was time to talk to the emperor. This nonsense has to stop. There is no need to keep Guru Hargobind in Gwalior Killa. Maybe there was some reason our Sikhi had to go there, some history had to be created, the pathways had to be created. I do not know all this. There's a lot that happened in the 2 years, a lot that happened which I cannot share with you here. Time is very limited. So anyway, Wazir Khan and Jahangir speaks to Jahangir and says, Azur, stop this. What you are doing is the exact opposite. तुम एक महात्मा नु सता रहे हैं. So you better stop this before something terrible happens to you. And Jahangir now finally comes to his senses and listens to his advisor and says, bring Hargobind back to Delhi. Bring him back. I think enough is enough. Chalo, theek hai, chhado. I am also recovered. I am much better already. And there is no need for me to detain him there any further. Bring him back. So Guru Hargobind is now brought back to Delhi. Delhi aunde ne. Te again the interaction, the interface, again the male milap, discussions, dialogues, intelligent people, you know. The emperors were not stupid people, they are intelligent, they are curious also about about the world, the creation, life, afterlife, all these issues, faith. So there's a lot of these dialogues and debates going on, questioning about Hinduism, questioning about Islam and Sikhi and this and that. So this friendship again develops. One day, Jahangir notices Guru Hargobind wearing a beautiful having a beautiful mala in his hand. It's very unique color. It's a yellow colored manke jade sige na ਉਹ ਪੀਲੇ ਰੰਗ ਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, beautiful orangish, they had an orangish glow to it, is made of material called kapoor. Jahangir ਦੀ ਨਿਗਾਹ ਪੈ ਗਈ. Jahangir spotted it and he says to Guru Hargobind, if it pleases you, can I have just one of those ਮਣਕੇ? ਇੱਕ ਮਣਕਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੇ, ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਣਕਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਆਪਦੀ ਮਾਲਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ. I will want to put that in my rosary so that I may remember you forever. Guru Hargobind said, that's fine, I can give it to you, no problem. But I have something better that I can give you. You watch what is going to happen now. I have something better that I can give to you. And Jahangir says, what? He says, my father had an even more beautiful mala, and I would like to present it to you. And Jahangir says, oh, kithe hai? Can I have it? Where is it? Maharaji says, it's with your finance minister, Chandu de ghar vich hai. When he put my father to death, he took all his possessions and belongings that were with him. His mala was with him in Lahore. And that mala is even more beautiful than the one that I am having. You can have that as a gift from me. Jahangir, Shipayo, Chandu nu leke aao. Chandu nu unale leke aanda. Jahangir goes on to say to him, I want that mala that you took from Guru Arjan. Chandu is taken aback. He is caught by surprise. And his eyes are moving left and right, and he is trying to calculate some this and that, how to get out of this. Jahangir says, I want you to go home, get that mala and then come back to the darbar. Bring it and present it to me. Chandu manages to slide and glide away out of the darbar. He goes home, and there he is sitting there doing nothing. He's faking the whole search. He's not searching, he's just sitting and passing the time so that when he can go back and tell a lie that he couldn't find it. Meantime, Jahangir starts to share with Guru Hargobind all his grievances with Chandu. What this man has been doing, this man has been doing this and that, all saariyan shikaitan. Then Guru Maharaji explained to him, he says, well, I know all of this. He said, the 2 years that you put me in Gwalior, that was this man Shaitani, he made a fool out of you. तेरे थे कोई ग्रह नहीं है, तेरे थे कोई भी शाप नहीं है. There's no curse on you. It's all his agenda. He planned this whole thing. He is the man you need to beware of. And Guru Maharaji goes on to tell all. He says, do you know, Jahangir, Badshah tu hai? You are the emperor, but do you know that he volunteered to give, he first of all bribed your astrologer to tell you this story that he told you, that whatever the astrologer told you about putting me away for another 2.5 years. He bribed the astrologer. Did you know that? Did you know that he tried to bribe Haridas, your daroga in Gwalior? Offered him a 5,000 rupees pension for life if he was just to finish me off. Then when that failed, he sent a poison robe, chola pejya, zehrila, and told to tell me that it's from you. And all these things he has been doing. So Guru Arjan also tells him all the things that this gentleman has been doing. ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਜਹਾਂਗੀਰ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਬੜਾ ਆਕਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. And then Jahangir had already told Guru Hargobind, he said, I had not given any instruction for your father to be put to death. I only wanted him to pay the fine so that it could be a lesson to anybody else in the country, not to cause any trouble for the Darbar. And he gave some other excuses like that. I wanted him to change some verses, this and that. This is the man Chandu who did all the things to your father, the tortures, the this, the that. So he had already had, so this dialogue was going on while Chandu is away. Chandu then comes back into the Darbar and says, Maharaj, I am so sorry, I think that Mala has been lost. Oh, nahi mainu mildi. Oh, de kho gayi hai. Jahangir was up to here with Chandu by this time. You are lying to the Emperor of India. Oh, Emperor aime ta nahi ban gaya ho. He knows, he can see a man and he can tell that the man is lying. Jahangir is so furious. He's had enough of Chandu. He orders his soldiers to arrest him. For all the nuisance and the trouble and the mischief he has been trying to bribe astrologers, bribe the governors of his jails and fortresses and arrest this man. Sipahiyo, giriftar karo isko. The soldiers come, his guards come forward, they snatch the turban from his head and they use the turban to tie him up, his hands, and drag him out of the Darbar. Jahangir gives the order to detain him. You know, they had a certain house where, a certain place, I wouldn't call it a house, but a place where, you know, it's not for criminals. There's a jail is for criminals, but he was taken away to another place to be kept there until Jahangir can decide what to do with this guy. So they are taking him through the streets now. Chandu is being taken through the streets and people are looking at this guy and he looks so familiar. Ohi Chandu nahi hai? Now you see, Delhi de vich itne Sikhi vich log aa gaye sige. And the grief and the outpouring, you know, Delhi was very much a Sikh city. Until 10-20 years ago, Punjabi was actually the main language. I remember going shopping in the 90s and every dukaan we went to, we would speak in Hindi or we would speak in English and the dukandar would speak to us in Punjabi. Anywhere we went, people were speaking to us in Punjabi. Punjabi was like the main language of Delhi. And there was a lot of Sikhi, you can tell, Othe Bangla Sahib, Othe Rakab Ganj, Othe Sis Ganj Sahib, all our beautiful Gurdwaras are all in Delhi. We have a huge presence in. So this is the background of Delhi. People, when they saw that this is Chandu, this is the man who caused the death and the martyrdom of Guru Arjan, lokan ne ta jutiyan la liyan. People started whacking him with their shoes on his face, on his head. People were hitting him, people were throwing rocks at him, people were throwing mud at him, ladies were coming and spitting on him. They dragged him away they took him away from the soldiers. And all this beating continued. Until Guru Maharaj Ji found out about it, he sent instructions for them to stop what they were doing. The man was literally half dead. He was literally dead by the time the Guru's instruction was received and they managed to save his life. They put him in wherever the detention place, trying to move forward as quick as possible. Time is running out. After all of this has happened, Guru Hargobind now says, I would like to return to Amritsar. He tells Jahangir. Jahangir says, no, tu aisa na karo. You know, he is very fond of Guru Hargobind already by now. He says, मैं कश्मीर nu जाना है, तू मेरे नाल चल. Come with me, come along with me to Kashmir. We will enjoy Kashmir and then we will come down to Amritsar. We will go together. From Amritsar, then I can go to Lahore. Lahore is 30 miles away. Week hote Lahore penda hai. Pehla Amritsar, I'll go to Kashmir, Amritsar, and then we'll go. Guru Maharaj Ji agreed and they went along. Now, moving forward, when they come to Amritsar, a pertinent point to be mentioned here. Jahangir went to visit Harimandir Sahib. Guru Maharaj Ji nu milan gaye. ਤੇ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੇ। And when he saw that although Harmandir Sahib was already complete, but the substructures around were in process of construction, he volunteered to pay for the entire cost. Jahangir volunteered, it's unknown to most Sikhs. Jahangir volunteered to pay for the entire cost of the construction of the Harmandir Sahib complex. Of course, Guru Maharaj ji said, no. ਇਹ ਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦੇ। These are built from the earnings of the humble Sikhs, not from donations given by kings. Now, another pertinent point is that his wife Noor Jahan went to visit Guru Hargobind's mother, Mata Ganga. She took a few of the queens, Raniyan hundiyan si, as we talked about Maharaja Ranjit Singh's, the Tat Bat, the royalty meant that a great Raja had many queens, and the queens would travel on this on these tours. So the Noor Jahan, his wife, took the other Raniya and they went for darshan from Mata Ganga ji, Guru Hargobind's mother. What the conversation would have been, I cannot say. Can you imagine Mata Ganga, whose husband had been martyred, had been killed by this man's conduct of himself in Lahore? Jahangir, whatever happened there, ultimately he was the emperor and he has to take responsibility. So what kind of conversation would have taken place, I cannot say. Only thing is I can say, and it's written in the books, is Guru Maharaj ji ne bahut mat diti, talked to Rani Noor Jahan, told her about chastity, told her that her eyes must only be on her husband, and to practice a spiritual life. To all of this type of advice was given to Noor Jahan by Mata Ganga. Now, after that, Jahangir goes on to Lahore. He leaves Wazir Khan and Kind Beg in Amritsar with one instruction: you make sure that Hargobind comes to Delhi, to Lahore. I want you to make sure. I want to enjoy his company, and you make sure you bring him. I am going to go first. He wants to stay a little bit longer. Your job is to make sure he comes. Chandu is still with this group. Guru Maharaj ji, sorry, I forgot to mention. I think I forgot to mention earlier that Jahangir had handed over in Delhi, Chandu to Guru Hargobind ji and said, you do what you like with this man. And Guru Hargobind had said, I have nothing to do with this man. I can only take him back to Lahore, and I will hand him back to the people of Lahore. Agge unna di marzi hai, unna ne jo kuch karna hai de naal. So they had taken Chandu along with them. Chandu from Amritsar. So Chandu was travelling with the group. In whatever condition, I cannot say. That's not written anywhere. From Amritsar they take him to Lahore. Lahore ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਲਾਹੌਰ ਦੇ ਲੋਕੋ, ਆ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਚੰਦੂ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਉਹ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ, ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਉਹ ਚੰਦੂ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੰਭਾਲੋ। So you can imagine what happened at that point. It was a repetition of what happened in Delhi. People came out of their homes, people threw earth, mud, ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਸੋਟਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ, and nobody would give him food, nobody would give him shelter, nobody would give him water, nobody. So a halat, he just wandered around on the streets wherever he could find shelter. She was reduced to begging for food and got nothing in return for anyone. For 15 days this thing continued. And on the 15th day, maybe as a blessing, this incident happened. There was a grain parcher, jade ਛੋਲੇ ਭੁੰਨਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਡੂ ਨਾਟ ਨੋ ਇਨ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਨਾਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਨਾਮ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੇਸ਼ੇ ਦਾ, that occupation. They will fry, they will roast this, like we have what do you call chestnuts, chestnut roasting. So they will roast the chestnuts. In India they do with chana, they will roast these chanas, and then so they'll have a huge tray, and it's full of sand, and then they will put all heated sand, very very hot sand, very very hot sand. So they will roast the chana in the and then they will sell, like in Malaysia we call the kacang puteh, they'll sell the kacang puteh. So there was this man who was selling, when he saw this procession coming down the street, people beating and belting this man, and when he found out that this was Chandu, none other than Chandu, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਤਨਾ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਦਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੜਛਾ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਬਲਦੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਗਰਮ, ਉਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਪਾ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ. And he beat him with that ladle. It was a giant ladle, like the langar type, the stirring type. Adda vadda karcha si, he hit him so hard that Chandu collapsed onto the ground. And this man continued to hit him. People tried to stop him at that time, probably tried to intervene, but this man was in so much fury, so much anger, and he ਕੜਕਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰਿਆ, ਉਹ he split his head. Chandu died on the streets of Lahore with a fractured skull. He was beaten to death by the mobs of Lahore, and that was in its own way a kind of payback for the misery that he had brought onto the whole of North India. Kitne logan de dil tode by his actions, by whatever, and providence. Guru Maharaj Ji had nothing to do with any of this. Guru Maharaj Ji had even told Jahangir right from the beginning, Guru Nanak de Karavich, and there is no revenge. If you are not going to do anything, I will just take him back to Lahore and give him to the people of Lahore. There this accident takes place, where this man, so angry, he comes forth and he knocks this man to the ground and strikes him dead. So that is the end of Chandu, but it is not the end of the story. The story then goes on, as you know. These problems with the Delhi Darbar will continue. After Jahangir will come Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan de naal ਚਾਰ ਲੜਾਈਆਂ ਲੜੀਆਂ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ Guru Hargobind ਨੇ, ਚਾਰ ਲੜਾਈਆਂ. I would love to tell you that story, but I do not want to drag this series for any longer. I have already brought you to here. The other four are very straightforward. It was a battle between the Sultanate, Delhi Darbar, and the Guru Darbar in Amritsar, in the Akal Takht. So it was a battle between these two. There were 4 wars were fought. All 4 were won by Guru Hargobind. All 4 were lost by Shah Jahan. The animosity, the enmity continued, went on to Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb ne fir sade Guru Tegh Bahadur nu shaheed kita, which as a result of that led to the creation of the Khalsa Panth. So here we are at the end of our session. Today has been a bit longer. I can see 33 minutes before me. I'm sorry about that, but I had to bring this in this way to a close. So I hope you, this was the untold story of Vaisakhi, and this is how all the events connect, starting from Guru Arjan up to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and the creation of the Khalsa, where the final mohar, the final stamp was to establish the militant force, the military force, the uniform unit of the Khalsa was created by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Thank you for being with me for these last 5 sessions. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.